Our historic Operation Warp Speed.
As 11.4 million doses have been sent to states, but only about 2.1 million have received the vaccine's first dose so far. That is not exactly where this White House promised we would be in the final few days of this challenging year.
We'll be able to distribute at least 100 million vaccine doses by the end of 2020, at least 100 million vaccine doses before the end of the year, and likely much more than that. We will have 100 million vaccine doses before the end of the year, maybe sooner than that, maybe substantially before. Every American who wants the vaccine will be able to get the vaccine.
We expect to have enough doses to vaccinate 20 million Americans by the end of this year, 50 million total by the end of January, and at least 100 million total by the end of the first quarter.
Warp speed?
Warp drive.
Not so much. While Trump and company lie about the vaccine, here are the facts. It's late and people are dying.
It's been an incredible success.
Trump lies about his accomplishments.
From the instant the coronavirus invaded our shores, we raced into action to develop a safe and effective vaccine.
But Pfizer says you didn't do squat. Pfizer developed their vaccine on their own without any government assistance. All they asked Trump to do was engage his mighty military with his bullshit rhetoric and deliver the vaccines to Americans.
Before the end of the year, maybe sooner than that.
You're only off by a factor of 50. But of course, Trump blames the states for a distribution problem that is a federal issue.
The massive vaccination campaign against the coronavirus in the U.S. has gotten off to a slower start, a very slower start than federal health officials had initially hoped. Is there any way the country can speed up vaccinations at this point?
The federal government is handing the doses out to the states.
Especially poignant because state governments were denied assistance in the latest round of funding. Look, I'm not saying it's easy delivering 250 million vaccines across the U.S., but when you can get Amazon same-day delivery for a personalized butt plug, I'm saying something ain't working. Trump plays golf while the U.S. sets records for infections and deaths, and then he whines about rigged elections.
Thousands of ballots coming out from under tables.
Instead of taking care of the people he swore an oath to protect. And that's unspinnable, unconscionable, unbelievable, and yeah, unpardonable.
The president believed the framers envisioned a system where the president couldn't pardon himself.
This is a crisis of our lifetimes. But instead of a leader, we have a buffoonish cartoon of a human surrounded by weak men of little or no conviction.
I happen to believe that a president can grant a pardon to himself.
There is another sickness across our land to which the only vaccine is change. We needed it then. We need it now.
Warp drive, Mr. Scott.
Warp speed.
Goddamn right.
Hydrochloroquine.
Sound like yo-yos.
Get and do something crazy to it.
Screw you.
You're in a lot of trouble, Don.
I'll make you a promise.
It's a rigged election.
Oops. Winning.
Yes!